Hello techies, welcome to IT Tech Solution. Today we will see in PySpark learning series another topic which is join. So as we have joins in normal SQLs, right? Similarly, we have joins in PySpark as well, where we can perform the similar operations that we do in any SQL. So similar to other SQLs, we have different types of joins in PySpark as well. So just to have an idea of what are the different types of joins. We'll just go through them one by one once, and then we'll go back to our PySpark code and see how we can implement the same joins in PySpark. So we know the basic one, and the first one is the inner join, which is kind of a default join as well, where it gives us the matching records from both the tables. Only the matching records will be returned from this join condition, and we need to join on a specific column, which should be common between the two tables, using which we can join these two tables and get the matching records. So next one comes as outer join. It gives us entire records from table A as well as table B, irrespective whether it is matching or it is not matching. If it is matching, both the sides will have the valid values from these tables, and if a few records are not matching, those will be having null values in them. Let's say, for example, in table A we had some record which is not present in table B, so the values that will be populated for table B will be null values. And similarly, the reverse as well. Like for example, if a record is present in table B but not in table A, still it will return us that record. But the values for table A columns will come as null. We will see when we do this practically. Next one comes as the left outer join. So here it gives us all the records from the outer table from the left hand side of the join condition, and the matching ones also from the left table. So if any record which is present in table A and table but not in table B, still it will return table A rows because we are defining it as left outer join. So all the records will come, but again the matching values from B will come as null because those records are not present in table B. So we will get all the records from the table A. Okay. Then next comes the right outer join. It is just reverse of the left outer join. We will get all the records from right table. Even if we don't have a matching record in table A, we will get null values for table A values. We will again see this as well in the example. So these are like basic or the basics of join conditions. We will see these in our PySpark code as well. So before going to PySpark, let's just do some data setup in MySQL Workbench. So I have already done a video on how to install and set up MySQL Workbench, and a video to how to connect, to this using JDBC, how we can connect to MySQL Workbench from our PySpark code. So please go ahead and watch those videos. It will be clear for you if you want to practice it. You will get the setup instructions there. Just follow that and then come back to this video to proceed. So now what I'm doing here is I'm just creating a separate database for this. We want to do this in a separate database and create some tables and do some data setup. So I'll just run this, the create database, and then I will use this database to create the tables. So right now, if you see, I don't have any database named as join demo. Once I run this and refresh, I will get the join demo database here. And in the tables, we don't have anything right now in tables because I haven't created the table yet. Let's create this table. So I will be creating two tables. One is employees, another is department, and the common column that I'll be using is department ID. So in employee table, employee department ID will be same as the will be present in departments table and can be recognized by the department name column. So this is the common joining column that I'll be using, and the other columns are just employee ID, employee name, and here I am just defining a department ID. Okay, so let's just create these two tables, and then we will see in our database as well that these two tables are present now. Now if we see, departments and employees table are present, But if I do a select star here right now, I will not get anything because we haven't inserted any records in these tables. So if I do like select star from employees, will not get any records from here. Okay, select star from employees. Let's just do this. So right now it's empty. So let's just go ahead and insert some records in it. Let's just go and insert these four records. So I am just defining this records as department ID 101, 102. Charlie also has department ID as 101, and one department ID I am defining which is not present in the departments table, so that this doesn't get combined, or we don't get this back as a result when we do an inner join. We will see that. So just let's insert these values into the corresponding tables. Now if I just do check the rows here, I'll see that in departments I have two records here, and in employees I have these four records that we just inserted. So data is inserted into the table. Tables are loaded now. Let's just start with the Spark code. Now since the data is already present, we'll be able to run the join conditions. So I'll just create the Spark session here, and the JDBC connection. So whatever setup we did as part of MySQL Server installation, those details I'm putting here. Okay, so with this we'll be able to connect to the local host and then to our database. I'm giving as join demo here. Let's just create the connection properties for authentication. This is the username and password that we had set up while doing the setup for MySQL Server. Now we are connected to this. Now let's just do a Spark read.jdbc. Using JDBC, I am trying to read the table employee and the table departments, and I am creating the data frames out of them. So let's just run this two commands. It will create the data frames. Now to verify whether it was able to fetch the data from the tables or not, let's just do a show here for both the data frames. So we will print the results. So here you see that from employees I am getting all the four records, and from departments also I am getting the two records. So this is the record that we just now inserted into the tables. We were able to fetch it from PySpark using the JDBC connection of MySQL Server. Now let's just try the join function. So first join function is inner join. The syntax goes like this. We have a table employees and then dot join. Okay, and inside bracket we give the table with which we want to join the data. So this is my left table and this is my right table. Okay, and the type of join I'm defining here is inner. Okay, so like this we just define that it's inner join, and the columns based on which we want to join the two tables we can define with the equal sign here. Okay, so this will give us the matching rows from both the tables, only the matching rows. So hopefully we are able to understand that we should get only these three records, because the fourth one does not have a matching record in the departments table. So we should get the first three records. Just let's run this. uh, so we see that these three records we were able to fetch. This is the inner join. Okay, now let's do left outer join. Okay, so my left table is employees, employees.df, and in employees we have one extra employee which is not part of departments table. So as we had seen that diagram, it will still return us the rows from the left table, but it will not be able to find any department name in it. So it will come as null there, but still it will return the rows from the left table. So here you can see from the left table it was still, it is giving us the result, but since the department name it was not able to find, and even the department ID is not there, it is giving us null values in this. So this is the left outer join. Similarly, we have right outer join. So none of the records which is present in left is absent from this table, right? So it will still fetch all the matching records between these two. So all the records from the left table will be joining again with these three rows, right? And fourth one, it is not joining, it is not matching. But since it is right outer join. So it will fetch give us the results all the rows from the right of the table. Okay, so right table is the departments table. Okay, so let's run this. From departments table, we are getting 101 and 102 only. It is not fetching the fourth one, that is a department ID of 212, because that is not present in here. Okay, so this is the right outer join. And full outer join is, again, it will give us the results from both the tables. Even though Martin is not matching in the departments table, still it will come, and it will give us the null values for its corresponding departments table. So this is full outer join. Now let's say if we want to write any of these data frames back to the SQL server, we can do that. We can do that using write.jdbc, spark write dot, and this is the data frame I want to write it back. I just want to write the results of inner join, that is these three records, into a new table. So the table it will automatically create, because it has its structure in embedded into it, right? So it will define the table. At the back end, it will run the create table command. It will create this table and insert the rows which is present in this data frame. Mode we are giving as override. It can be override or it can be append as well, based on the scenario that we want. And properties is the connection properties to authenticate. So let's just run this. And by the time, if you see here, we don't have any table, third table here, right? We just have the two tables in join demo. Okay, so in join demo, I just want to create a third table. I'll just execute it. Let's go back to SQL Server and refresh it. We will get the third table. Okay, so here we get the third table, employees department join. This is the join table. And if I just do a select star from this new table, you will see that it has the matching records that we got from the inner join. So it was able to write it successfully back to the table. So this is the way that we use join conditions in PySpark. Was a simple example how we can use it, and something similar to what we do in SQL, we can still do in PySpark. So I hope this was useful. Stay connected for other videos into this series as well, and I'll bring some other videos as well, maybe from AWS and Snowflake. If you are interested, subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss those contents.